Hello and welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the RDA. I hope you are doing well. I want to talk a bit about our transfer January targets, and it's not looking pretty good. I'm seeing a lot of conflicting reports. I've seen names like Ben White, Sol Niguez has been thrown around, the usual suspects, Upamecano. First of all, Upamecano ain't coming to Manchester United. We don't have Champions League football. Bayern Munich is hovering over him like, I don't even know, like a vacuum, because that's what they are. They are a vacuum of young German talent or young players playing in Germany. Not a chance Upamecano picks us over Bayern Munich. But yeah, I just think that there's an interesting conversation to be had around what Manchester United actually need. And that's what this video is going to be about. My opinions of what we need in the summer. Of course, you can leave your opinions down below. I'm going to start by saying, and I'm going to preface this video by saying, I don't think we need a world-class centre-back. I don't even think we need a world-class DM. In fact, I don't even think we need a world-class right winger anymore, because it seems like everybody has moved on from Jadon Sancho. It seems like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has moved on from Jadon Sancho. It seems like he's set on playing the 4-2-3-1 and he's not set on playing the 4-3-3 anymore, which means we don't necessarily need a right winger or a left winger, a traditional one anyways. Greenwood, Martial, Rashford, they looked mint yesterday. So they look back in fine fettle. So when I look at that Manchester United team, the only areas in which I can say I can consistently identify a massive problem is our centre-back region. Not only are our centre-backs not complementing each other and bringing out the worst parts of each other, but they are certainly not complementing the fullbacks. Let me explain. Alex Telles, if you didn't know anything about Alex Telles and this is your first time seeing him, you wouldn't get what all the hype is about. You'd be like, he's all right. But if you'd actually watched Alex Telles at Porto, and you followed his career, and you watch maybe a couple of highlight videos and a few montages, and actually did some research like I did, you'd realize that this guy is a goal and assist machine. He was one of the best left backs in the world in terms of his attacking prowess. If you wanted an attacking left back, Alex Telles was your guy. Alex Telles was your guy. He was doing bits at Porto, fam. But he comes to Manchester United, and all of a sudden, that has kind of fallen away. Now, Manchester United fans have definitely seen his attacking side. Manchester United fans have definitely seen a massive step up on that left-hand side with him and Rashford, simply because we're comparing him to someone like Luke Shaw. Now, Luke Shaw is not a very good parameter to measure attacking prowess, because Luke Shaw is not an attacking left-back. Luke Shaw is a solid, steady defensive left-back, to the point that he can even do a better job in centre-back than some of our favourite centre-backs at this club, fam. You know them right there. Every time he plays in the middle, he tends to have a better game than Lindelof and Maguire have ever had in a while, fam. And I think Lindelof has played well, but like, he makes so many mistakes. Maguire also, I'm not going to go in on him. He's played well, but he makes so many mistakes. And they just don't complement each other. You know, Harry the Fridge and Linda Flop next to each other does not bid well. And they end up being the reason why people like Wan-Bissaka, people like Luke Shaw, people like Alex Telles, people like Brandon Williams have to overcompensate and overcomplicate their games by coming all the way back to try and cover up for their idiocies and their inability to stay in position, fam. Their lack of quickness, their lack of pace, their lack of everything. Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Telles had to cover up for it, and that's a problem. So I think where I'm going with this video is, number one priority this January is definitely a centre-back. Whether or not Manchester United will buy one, I don't know, because there's a statement coming out from the club, fam, that we might not spend in January. That January is a desperate market for desperate buyers and all of that crap. And I think it's like, yeah, but aren't we desperate, first of all? Second of all, why wait till the summer to solve our problems that have been problems since last summer? This is my problem with this club. Every single time before a January transfer window, we always say, no, we don't need anything now. It's too much of a desperate market. Let's wait till the summer. And then the summer comes and we don't buy our priority positions. Instead, we buy 33-year-old strikers who are past it, that we don't need, by the way, because we have a number 9 who scored yesterday and scored 20 goals last season. I'll keep reminding you, for anyone who thinks Martial's not a proper number 9, he scored more, and at some point he had more goals than Harry Kane, who's probably one of the best number 9s in the world in the Premier League. But anyways, we keep signing big name players in positions that we don't need. We have an influx of midfielders. It's mad. It's peak, because we have Jesse Lingard, who we can't use. Juan Mata, who we can't use. And now you might be laughing at me and saying we don't need to use those players. Cool, fine, fair play. Van der Beek, we can't use him because we're playing a midfielder that wants to leave in the summer anyways. There's so many people. Fred, McTominay, they were on the bench last evening because Pogba and Matic were playing. That's 5 midfielders that we cannot use at any given time because we've got 3 on the field that are better than them. In Matic, Bruno and Fred. In Matic, Bruno and Pogba. So that's 8 midfielders in total that we have. And we're probably going to end up signing another midfielder. I can guarantee you in the summer we'll sign another midfielder. Instead of actually signing a centre-back and a right-back. A premium quality centre-back and a right-back. Now what's a premium quality centre-back in my opinion? Someone like a Gabriel Magalhaes, fam. Someone like a Gabriel Magalhaes. They don't have to be known. They don't have to be the next freaking Koulibaly. Just a hard-working young player who has the proven qualities we need to complement either Maguire or Lindelof. Who's quick, who's easy on the eye, who has a left foot, most importantly, left foot, and can compensate for all the weaknesses and all the crap that Harry Maguire brings to the team. We don't need someone who's strong in the air like Harry Maguire. We don't need someone who's a fridge like Harry Maguire. We don't need a unit in the back, fam. We need someone who's slim and can get the job done and get the ball up the field, fam. Quick. And can recover. You know, whenever teams break against us and we don't have enough players back, we need someone who can recover. Maguire and Lindelof cannot recover. If you hit Manchester United on the break when they're like full pressing you up on the other side of the field, it's over, fam. Maguire's probably going to have to foul you. And if he can't foul you, he'll probably end up rugby tackling you because that's all he can do. You know, if he can't foul you the normal way. You know, so it's peak with this defense. But anyways, that is what I think we need. I understand why people think we need a CDM, but honestly, at least we have 8 midfielders. At least we have 8 midfielders. And 3 of those 8 midfielders I just mentioned can do a job in CDM. At least I can say that much. Nobody can do a job in centre-back besides Luke Shaw. Tuanzebe is not reliable. He's going to get injured and he's going to always have an injury problem. He was out for a year before he played against PSG. And our manager doesn't trust him, so there's no point talking about him. If we had another manager who actually liked Tuanzebe, maybe he'd be in the conversation. Eric Bailly's unreliable because Eric Bailly's injured. He's injury prone. He's injury prone. He's as injury prone as a player I've ever seen. And it's a shame because he actually has the right mindset. He actually has the right mentality. Cool. Phil Jones. He's injured again. I don't even know what his injury is this time. Marcus Rojo is having a calf problem apparently recently, so he's out. He's not even training with the first team and he's injured. He has a calf problem, a muscle strain, and he's not even training with the first team. And he's injured like right now, 2020, December, to going into 2021. Marcus Rojo, the Argentinian Phil Jones, is injured. Breaking news, everybody. It's unbelievable. So even if Maguire and Lindelof got injured tomorrow, our best option is Axel Tuanzebe, who's only played 1 game of football in the last 14 months. 1 game of football at this level in the last 14 months. And Eric Bailly, who in his last international encounter had to get taken off because of fatigue issues. So he's probably not 100% fit and rearing to go for a consistent 5 to 10 games under this schedule. Scary times. And you, man, want to tell me we're in a title charge? Get out of here.